Hello everybody and welcome back to Dark Cloud 2. Hey Max, face the camera. That's a better way to frame you while I'm blathering here for a minute. So usually I try to have pithier introductions because for a while my introductions got out of control, but this one's going to take a minute to explain. So I asked in the comments before if you want to see the cut, the uncut, what we want to do. So there are two versions of this video, and there will be two versions of every Dark Cloud video from here on out. I don't know which one you're watching now, but if you click the one with the red logo in the bottom left corner, that is a normal episode. They're going to be about 20 minutes in length. They will be super cut. Watch those if you don't want to hear long periods of silence or blathering. And if you see the thumbnails with the green logo, those are the uncut ones. They are marked, or they are titled Uncut. They will be the uncut. I don't know how long they'll last. They may be anywhere from 25 minutes to freaking 3 hours, depending on how much I need to grind. But you asked for it. If you want to watch it, check them out. Just watch whichever one you want. I don't really care. The ads are going to be the same on both, but the uncuts are going to be in their own separate playlist, and the cuts are going to be in their separate playlist, so you can binge whichever one you want to do. In fact, I will put an iCard up here to the other playlist, just in case you clicked the wrong one by accident. So keep your eyes out for that in the future. Both will come out the same day, just like these did. Everything's going to be fine. Are we cool? Is that a good compromise? You can watch either one that you want. Hopefully it's a good compromise. All right, so where we last left off, Max here rode the train into the forest and blew up Flotsam off the train to defend it. We are stopped here as he met Monica, who is here to visit a tree in the forest. So let's head into the forest, into Sindane, and see if, hopefully, she knows what she's doing. Because we sure don't, as Max, even though I do, since I have player knowledge, which is not character knowledge. Hopefully, we can get an explanation.
What's that?
It's a house all by itself. That's kind of weird. Let's check it out.
Yeah. Someone's there. Ah!
What is it? What do you two want?
Hey, you're from the Firbit tribe of Sindane, aren't you? It's so cute, all curly and everything.
Hey! Hey!
That's right. There's something I want to ask you, okay?
This is how you ask a favor?
Oh, sorry.
Oh! Oh!
It always disturbs me with the art style where it looks like someone's mustache is coming out of their nose, like they're just very long brown-colored mucus strings. And now you can't unsee that.
Have you heard of a being here named Jurak?
Ah!
I wonder why he got so mad.
Yeah.
Well, let's investigate the situation, everybody, and then we'll figure out the answer to that. Whatever your name is, since we didn't bother asking.
Nobody's home!
I hear the Firbits are crazy about grape juice. And we brought all this grape juice, too. Now what are we gonna do? If he won't let us in, I guess we'll just have to throw it away.
I wonder if that was wine in the Japanese version.
Come in!
Hey, it worked!
Max is just as surprised as anybody.
Well, look at that! 3 of them! What? Oh, you want the grape juice, huh? Well, it'll cost ya. Let's see. I've heard you Firbits have a mysterious magical power to make things like houses and plants.
What are you getting at?
I want you to use that power to help us.
Help you?
You probably know there's something strange going on. The whole world has become like one big deserted island. Everything's disappeared. At this rate, there won't be anything left in the future. I want you to use your building power to rebuild a town in this time.
No way! It's too much work. Besides, we got no time for that, so just run along now, will you?
What do you mean you don't have time for that?
Even if I told you, it wouldn't change a thing. Hold on, Rococo.
Okay, you two, I think I understand. Come on over here and have a seat. The name's Konda. This here's Rococo. And this is Tobo.
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember
Nice
that.
to meet you. So, who might you two be?
I'm Monica.
I'm Max. Nice to meet you.
You know there's something wrong with the world, right? A great darkness is trying to distort the flow of time.
I was beginning to wonder about what was happening to our forest. Of course, I'd like to help out, but... to be honest, we're in a bit of a fix ourselves. Even if we wanted to, we can't help you till we solve our own problems.
What's wrong? Tell us about it.
It's a long story, but it must have been about a year ago or so. One day, a beautiful woman got lost and wandered in here. We don't like humans too much, so we approached her carefully. Humans are crafty, cunning creatures. That's how we've always thought of you. But this woman was different, she was. Her soul was more beautiful than words can describe. Said her name was Holly. I had a feeling that wasn't her real name, but that didn't matter a bit. During the few days and weeks she was with us, she wove a sort of spell over us all. She had us in the palm of her hand. Then, one day out of the blue, something happened. Holly left to search for food and just disappeared into the forest, never to return. A few days went by and still no Holly. We were so sad. It was like our hearts had been broken into a million little pieces. There was no way we could go on without her. In those few short weeks, she had become an essential part of our lives. She was part of us all. So we formed a search party to search for Holly. A party of 4 set out for Rainbow Butterfly Wood, where she disappeared that day. But those 4 haven't come back yet either. I was sure I picked the most able-bodied of our tribe, but they turned out to be a bunch of goofs. So basically, at this point in time, I'm afraid we can't help you two out. You want us to use our special powers to help you, but the thing is, all 7 of us have to be here in order for it to work. Besides, we're really not in a helping mood. I'm pretty sure you understand.
That's quite a story.
I have a proposition to make.
I bet I can guess. You want us to go into the woods and find your 4 friends, right?
You mean you'll help us? Could you also keep an eye out for Holly? Each day without her brings us nothing but gloom.
I understand. 4 or 5, what's the difference? So what does this Holly look like anyway? Any special features?
Special features, let me see. Must have been something. Her hair. It was long, I think. No, wait. Maybe it was short. I think. Wait, that's it. The potato pies she used to make were the greatest.
That's right, they were mighty tasty.
Yeah, incredible.
Forget it.
Potato pie? That reminded me of the potato pies you made for me when I was a kid. They were so warm, eating them would always cheer me up. The most delicious potato pies in the whole world.
Tiny Max is super cute. I have to show his picture to the Yakama. I think she'll like
The
him.
holly that the Firbits talked about was actually you, Mother? Just thinking that made my heart beat faster. This was the other reason that I wanted to see the world, so that I could find you again, Mother. Even though the world had been laid waste, I had a feeling that you were out there. Somewhere.
One of the commenters, I apologize who, please remind me in the comments, left a comment that they looked up the ages, by the way. Max is 13 and Monica is 15, to put a little extra context into things.
Legend has it that in these woods lives a mysterious rainbow-colored butterfly. And anyone who lays eyes upon that butterfly never leaves the woods again. You know, I wonder if Holly and the search party we sent out went and accidentally found themselves that rainbow butterfly. Just be careful not to run into that rainbow butterfly.
What do you mean, be careful? What could we possibly do to prevent it?
If that happens,
If that happens?
just pretend you didn't see it.
Huh? Well, whatever. Okay, we're off.
Oh, take this with you, boy.
What's this?
It's the Firbits' favorite thing in the world, grape juice.
Yeah, it's totally booze.
If you have this with you, those guys just might smell you and come running.
Hooray, I'm gonna get drunk!
Okay, I got you. Thanks, Conda.
Good. I'll be here waiting for you. I wish you good luck.
There's some unintentional comedy that they do the snap cut to Max holding the thing up instead of having some sort of long animation like in Zelda. Alright, so this is going to be our first time skip if you're watching the normal version of this, and if you're watching the uncut, just hang on a minute. And the minute has passed. I should have said 2 seconds. So this is one of the cool things about doing this uncut version. Shit, I need to figure out how to get out of here. So when I was planning on how to do the uncut version, part of the reason that... Well, I guess I should start with this. So I was arguing with myself whether I should stream the uncut version or not. But the problem was pointed out to me by Kalo and channel manager Kalo, and I've known this anyway, that if you stream something, it's difficult for people who missed the stream to want to watch it, because then they feel like they're not part of the video anymore. So I was in this weird position where I'm like, how the frick do I get home? I know there's a way I can ride the train. Do I have to use the world map? Move. Oh, that's it. I just go to move. Okay, cool. So, I wasn't sure what to do about this, because streaming it, I know, would have been hot. Like, you guys would have loved to watch the streams. But it would have alienated those who didn't attend live. And I do want the episodes to be pithy. In Kalo's specific case, he doesn't have a lot of time to watch videos, so he didn't want the uncuts because he doesn't have time for them, and I get that. And that's why I don't like doing uncut videos usually. But Dark Cloud 2 is an exception, because the grinding is very long, and being able to not have to worry about it. Oh shit, I didn't realize I had so little money. Can I sell crap here? No. Yes, I can sell crap. I don't need the bombs. The shit? How do I sell you? How do I sell you? Let me sell you! Oh, I have to hit X. Got it. Alright, so we'll sell that. I don't need the wrench. Like, having the extra wrench is nice in theory. Bomb nuts. I don't need the bomb nuts. I need food is what I need. Actually, what I need to do is grind. Which I am not looking forward to. How do I sort the list? I guess I can't sort it from the screen. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, so we've got bread. I think I have to split that evenly between each character, yeah? Someone also said triangle is a quick way to move items? Or square? I don't know. Alright, so anyway. There's going to be a lot of grinding in this, and I figured that even if I don't stream it, if you're watching this uncut, just be prepared for long periods of silence during the grinding. It's a way I can conserve my voice, and try to keep things moving along when I get out of the uncut versions. But I have a feeling, if you're watching the uncuts anyway, you probably don't mind the behind-the-scenes stuff. So when there are times when I have to cut back in, which I'm about to do because I want to explain what the hell this thing is, then you're going to have like this awkward moment of silence from me, and then I'm going to start speaking with more projection in my voice. It is a thing that's going to happen. So say the uncuts are also going to give you some behind the scenes production notes with this. So like, check it out. So I went back to town for a second, and here is a potato pie, which I forgot I got. You can see it's blinking. There are 3 similar items, including the potato pie. I don't remember what the other 2 are exactly, but one of them, these items increase the hit points of the main characters, and it's the only way you can upgrade their actual defense and such, if I remember correctly. So the potato pies only Max can eat, then there's an equivalent for Monica, and then there's one that either of them can eat. But everything is in limited quantity, so you have to be really careful about which ones you get. But for Max, we're going to go ahead and use it on him. Oh, it just brings up his defense. Never mind, it didn't bring up his hit points. I know there's a way to bring up hit points. Holy crap, I have forgotten all these mechanics. And then that soft pause is where I will cut and move around the video when I get to editing it. As you can see. So yeah, so there might even be some weird volume issues when I do these uncuts because I don't know, the way I'm thinking about how I'm going to edit this, because if I edit 2 series at once, it's going to drive me completely insane. Can I upgrade your ass? I think I have to go to Cedric to upgrade him at all. I need to find the recipe for making bread, because then I don't have to buy bread straight up. I can just buy the ingredients and it's much cheaper. I need to grab the guide, but I didn't go on the website to do so. I'll probably do that between episodes. Cedric, are you here? You're not here. Maybe I can talk to him when he's in the field. That's probably where to go. Yeah. So we're still sort of right before the real big bulk of the game starts with the building and the crafting. You have to get a little bit in the forest before those mechanics open up. But it's not too bad. The pacing is a little quicker than I remember. Who are you? Why are you outside the house? The Ringmaster Flotsam turned out to be a villain? I'm so shocked. Okay, bye. Let's just move back to the forest now. So yeah, hi everybody with this uncut version. Oh, by the way, if you decide that this is too boring and you go ahead and switch to the cut version eventually, no worries by me. I don't really care. Oh, wait, I'm here. I didn't mean to go here. I meant to go to the station. Whoops. This is what I mean by long periods of silence. It's very weird for me to do an uncut video where I'm just... I better save. No, I'll save inside. It's very weird for me to do an uncut version and a cut version at the same time. But I know, knowing me, I'd want to have, like, maximum energy during even the uncut, and I have to stop myself doing that or I'm going to burn myself out for just a normal episode. Okay, I bought some supplies, and now we are about to enter the Rainbow Butterfly Wood. There's 2 hidden objectives. One of them is attack. One of the non-hidden is attack and defeat all enemies using only Monica's sword. I think this is a way that you can sort of get a feel for how she fights. I also screwed something up at the station, which I meant to do. I totally forgot. I'll handle it after this floor. Venture to the unexplored world. You got it. Nice jump, Max. So even though it says, well, the objective is literally true. Nope, don't want you. Don't want you at all. Come on out, Monica. If I defeat every creature with a sword, then that's good enough. I can have Max weaken it. I can have Max collect items. I can even have Max collect the experience points. Now I have to try to remember how to play. Ow. Well, guess I better give Monica all the... Okay. Release. Release. I'm going to give Monica all of the food, since Max isn't doing anything. Can I switch them from here? Oh, yes. Okay, thank goodness. R1 and L1. All right, so we pick up the bread, and we give it to Monica. All right. All right, let's go, Monica. Ah, sometimes I just need to charge forward, sword swinging and such. Oh, you're so cool, Monica. You're so freaking cool. You're so much cooler than Max. So there are logical parts to the way the elemental system works in the game. Here in the forest, most things are weak against fire if they're weak against anything. Ow. That was more powerful than I thought it would be. I'm not keeping my guard up like I should be. Alright. So, as we find fire elementals, I can use those to buff out her sword. In fact, before I go further, let's see what I can do to her sword to build it up. It needs to go attack, Cyclone, and Exorcism, or attack, Smash, and Beast. Well, Cyclone and Exorcism sounds fun as hell, so let's do some of that. Oh, I can only do 1 synthesis point? Really? Oh, because it goes by levels. That's right. Okay. Well, let's break 1 crystal. Spectra, Wind Crystal 1. Yes. That's right. I'm remembering how this works. Alright, so then we drop it on the longsword. Hooray. Now the sword has a little bit of wind damage. But it's still short, which is why the word Cyclone down there is blinking red. So the next time it levels up, we'll add in another Wind Crystal and keep going. So as always, I will show the entirety of the first floor when we enter a new dungeon. But it's going to be a little while before we find Holly and the search party. So this episode probably is just going to be the rest of this floor. To be honest. Oh god. The other thing with the enemies is they're very consistent with their attacks. So once you get the pattern down, you can handle it. Hey, there's a level up, in fact. So that plant spits poison at a high angle. So rushing forward is usually the best way to handle him. And then you just have to worry about his physical attack, which is fine. Synthesize the sword. Did she get 1 synthesis? No, she got 3 synthesis points out of that. Alright, how you doing? So you still need some more. Okay. So I usually do this just 1 at a time because I'm a perfectionist. Sometimes I'll do like 2 or 3 at a time. I think usually it's 3. Like, you want to go up by multiples of 9 when you buff up a weapon's properties. Nope. Damn, still needs more. I don't remember which weapons are particularly good or bad. I just, you know, I'm gonna surprise myself, I guess. Oh man, we put in a total of 4 crystals now, and Cyclone still needs more. So we still have to keep leveling it up. And that's okay, because that's all we're doing with Monica for this floor anyway. All we're doing is whacking creatures with her sword. Alright, who's next? Wow, this floor's a bit bigger than I thought it was. Hey, it's a plant! Oh, I got poisoned. But poison can't kill you. So I'm gonna wait for that to expire before healing her, if possible. Hopefully those enemies don't see me. Lightning crystals, awesome. Come on, stop being poisoned. I think I have some antidote powder. Yeah, between episodes... Okay. Between episodes, I'm going to grab a guide and start looking up some of the formulas in the game. Because... Do your 2. You do 2 attacks at one point. There it is. Hopefully that sound isn't picking up. I have a neighbor who is driving an ATV in his backyard. Given that there's, like, no room for it, I don't know what he's doing or why, but it's what he's doing, and he's making a ton of noise. Anyway, between episodes, I'm going to try to get some data on how to make some particular things that can help me out, like poison powder. There are so many enemies. No! Heal up. Alright. There are so many things to get that would be useful that I can make myself. And one of them is bread, one of them is antidote powder. I don't know if I can make the antidote powder yet, because of what it requires, but I can definitely make the bread. And it's way cheaper to make your own bread than it is to buy bread. Plus, you have a limit of 20 units of any item, so I could only carry 20 bread with me, but I could carry 20 bread and then ingredients for 20 more bread. So I would basically have 40 bread because you can craft in the field. Holy crap, this is a big freaking floor. Alright, I guess we're just gonna stop for now then. And I'm gonna finish this tomorrow. Because, holy crap, this dungeon's getting a bit longer. So I guess that's gonna do it for today. It's a bit of a cutscene heavy episode, but things should start picking up a little bit next time. And Monica's weapon is now broken. Well, thank goodness we've got some powder on us to fix that. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.